Everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Okay, something that crossed my table this morning that I want to have a look at, entertainment only, going overseas. Well, a couple of things. First off, the nominations are in for the top positions in the EU Commission, so the leading of the EU community. Pleased to see that the top nominations that are in are all of progressive, pro-EU peoples. The top one is female. Love it. And we'll wait for those actually to be put in place. So I was really quite pleased to see those nominations being put forward. Now, remembering wherever you are in the world as we look on politics worldwide, what is considered moderate in the rest of the world is considered far left in the US. That is how far right the US has gone in their politics. Joe Biden, who's seen in the US as a progressive moderate, would actually be considered centrist right in the rest of the world. So just bear that in mind as we move forward. So, oh well, this is really interesting. As I'm talking about that, I've got the Empress card here, Russia, and an ending, significant ending. So I'm wondering whether when these top positions are actually put into place, it will bring about an ending of the what's happening in Russia at the moment. Okay, people are just wanting to go back to simpler times when it wasn't far left versus far right, wasn't partisanship, when governments actually worked together for both sides, for the people. Not I'll only work for my people or I won't work for you other people, when governments actually work together for the betterment of the people. Okay, but I'm actually going to Iran because across my table this morning, Iran's going to an election tomorrow, or tonight my time. Now, for those that follow the news, there was a helicopter crash, I believe a month ago, 6 weeks ago, where the Prime Minister of Iran, a couple of other top dogs were taken out. And what happens is then it triggers an election. Now, there are two main candidates in the election, the very conservative Mohammed Bakir and the progressive, considered progressive, uh, representative Masad Pezakian. He's a former heart surgeon and he was a health minister at one stage there. So we're looking at this one versus that one, remembering that still overriding all of them is the Ayatollah Khomeini. But I want to have a look to see. So what's basically happening is women and young people are coming out in support of Reza Kane. He's very anti the moral squad, so to speak, the ones that would arrest and beat women for not wearing their hijabs, etc. He's very anti that sort of authoritarian rule, whereas Mohammed Bakir is very pro that sort of rule. So let's have a look. I'll just do two extended. I'm just using my Gilded Tarot Royale. Oh, okay. Things that women are going to come forward and bring about some change here. And I want to have I'm just going to do an extended card across for each of them just to get a vibe on how it's going to play out. Now, I did read, if you put Iran in the search engine, you'll see a reading I did, 2 years ago or more, that said 5 years. I believe it said 5 years for real change to come about. change doesn't happen overnight. But who am I going to? I'll have a look at Masad Rezaeian first. Show me Masad Rezaeian. How's he going to go in the Iranian election? Oh, there's going to be some protesting on the streets, is what I see. See a lot of men protesting. There is an element that are not going to like the results, is what I'm getting there. So, ooh, hopeful. Let's have a look. It's almost like surging crowds, but they're sort of men dressed in black. Okay. Signifier for Masad Rezaeian, we have the Two of Wands. There, it is about a decision that needs to be made about which path to go forward through into the light, path of strength, or down into the thicket in the darkness. So it is decision time. This figure here is looking at the options, which path do I take forward? So the signifier is there is a path that is brightly lit, and there is a path that takes you down into the same old darkness. It is decision time. The challenge for him is he's taking the higher ground. He has light at his back, and he's defending himself against the nameless attacks that are coming at him. So I'm not quite sure what is happening in Iran. I just saw the headlines. I looked up the two names, and that's as far as I went. I don't research very deeply because I don't want to bring bias into a reading. But this is attacking here, but you'll notice that there's nobody attached to them. So it's almost like attacks coming at him from hidden sources. But he's got light at his back and he's defending himself. The energy that's stewing in the here and now is loss, disappointment, heartbreak, but you've got two cups still standing here. This is emotional disappointment. It may be that there is an emotional disappointment within Iran at the direction Iran's taken, or it may be that he nearly gets there. So let's see how this goes, that he had a big turnout. Let's see where this goes. Energy in the past, the Nine of Cups, it's my wish fulfillment. Be careful what you wish for. I think this is very much about what he's putting on offer emotionally appeals to an element of voters. He's putting himself out there. He's putting it on display, what he is offering. Crowning this reading, victory. Okay, I very rarely call this card a victory card. It's also very much about a seen and heard. But I'm going to call it as a victory because that's the vibe I'm getting from my boys. If you hear them, let me know. A victory, but it's going to be an uncomfortable victory. And I do feel that there will be, I just see these sort of heaving crowds of men dressed in black protesting about the outcome. We've got here a legacy in the immediate future, Ten of Pentacles, a legacy, the opening of the Pandora's box here. Can also be stepping through into a new era of opportunities. Now you've got to remember, if you look back on pictures of Iran back from the 1960s, etc., the women in Iran wearing mini skirts, long hair, going to university, they had an enormous amount of freedoms. However, there was an international intervention, I won't say by which country, but I suspect if you know your history, you know which country, that put the Ayatollah in control, overthrew the government, helped put the Ayatollah in control, and then it was the start of the regression of Iran. But this is very much about opening the box to opportunities to go forward, and here is the women. the women who will be bringing forth, they're not necessarily revealing how they're going to vote, put it that way, and internally. So I am asking about Masad Rezekin, a different point of view. He may be stopped internally. I think what's happening, thank you, love it when my boys come. We've got here the wheels are turning and women are seeing a different future, is what I'm getting here. There is the voters in the hopes and fears. They do have a difficult decision to make about which way to go forward. They may not like what is on offer, but it is being considered. So it's sort of almost like a disillusionment with both, but they're looking at what's on offer. A lot of skilled work going on behind the scenes to present this new opportunity. Emotionally walking away from what does not serve to bring about a tower moment. So this is looking good for Masad Rezakin. Here we've got a new start, bringing forth this opportunity that he is presenting. It is now, okay, thank you. I usually say harsh truth for the Knight of Swords, but I'm not really feeling it's a harsh truth. This is more about victory on display. This sword of truth and honesty and is on display to take things back to how they were in the past. The grandmothers remember, the granddaughters want, and movement forward. So I do feel that if I keep going, we've got the Nine of Wands surrendering to the messaging, bringing forward an offer, an emotional cleansing, a collective awakening, positive headlines coming forward, and the emotionally stable, mature, diplomatic leader coming forth. I just really do. I feel this. Oh gosh, I hope I'm right. I hope what the boys are seeing is right. I do feel that Masad Rezakin, the centrist progressive candidate, will be successful. But let's have a look. I want to have a look at Mohammed Bakir. Show me how this is going to play out. The selection for Mohammed Bakir. It won't be without controversy. Show me Mohammed Bakir. Baquer. Bakir. I hope I've pronounced both of them right, but if not, please forgive me. Okay. You want that card on the top as well. Okay, right. Mohammed Bakir. Two of Wands. Same card, same position. There is a choice that needs to be made about whether you go down the unexplored path of strength and light, the voters, or whether they continue with the same old, down into the dark thicket. All right, okay. Mohammed Bakir, his challenge is going to be choice. We've got smoke and mirrors. We've got trying to create clouding over the choice. There is this one choice in the middle, and all these other choices that are based in greed and addiction and power and vanity, etc. His challenge is going to be the obvious choice in the middle, and he's going to try and cloud judgment in regards to that. Okay. Oh, the energy he's stewing in. Oh, yuck. Well, do I need to say any more in regards to that? The past, we've got the voter. but the voter is in the past. So perhaps he might have gotten some of the votes in the past, but I don't know. I don't know that he's appealing. Crowning this reading, the energy that's hanging over him is this new youthful energy bringing forward the opportunity. So the youth vote, the women's vote, I don't think he's got them. The immediate future are the women bringing forth their voice. Okay. Externally for him, it doesn't look good. The infighting that will occur going forward. Internally for him, so this is externally, internally. Secrets being brought to the surface and being revealed, being dragged out of secrets being dragged out of the swamp, the wheel turning. Karma, hopes and fears, karma coming and biting him on the backside. The outcome, the Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning, powerful new beginning. The inspirational female coming forth with their messaging about stability, can be government stability, mercenary actions. Thank you. Mercenary actions being fully illuminated, the outcome for him. And for his connection to those in power, it's an ending card. Here is the offer to his opposition. Hidden agendas and secrets are going to come forth. He's going to reap what he sows. It's going to be unexpected. And unexpected out of, I think he's going to get, I don't think he thinks it's going to go the way the election's going to go. It's not, look, I'm just going to put myself out again on that limb. Hopefully a few of these limb hangers are resolved shortly. Should know. Okay, thank you. I'm getting within weeks. So we won't find out the final result for these Iranian elections overnight. I'm hearing within weeks. And it's not going to turn out how Mohammed Bakir thinks it's going to turn out. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. We'll just see how it plays. Once the results are clear, I'll have a deeper dive into the future of Iran going forward. Okay, love to you all. Take care.